All right. Happy Monday. Today is November 16th, and it is a Monday. If you're watching this on, Monday, November 16th. If you're watching this later or on the replay, welcome. I would like to invite you to join us live, though, on these Coffee Talks Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And if you would like to do that, well, let me show you how you can do it. You can just head on over to takeactioncrew.com. That'll take you over to a page where you can sign up to be part of our morning crew, and you will get you'll get daily inspiration, motivation, and brand building tips on a regular basis. And that's really what we're doing here. And we're also connecting and we're sharing what we're doing, but also just answering questions as they come, trying to keep you moving, trying to keep the momentum. Because if we get momentum, there's no stopping us. It's like anything. If you want to achieve a result, it's really good to surround yourself with other people that want a similar result, right? I mean, it's something that we've all known for years, probably, that if we surround ourselves with people that, that we like being around, but also that help motivate us, inspire us, and actually get to model what they're doing. They might be a few steps ahead or maybe a lot of steps ahead. It's okay, because it's a safe place to hang out. And that's what I want this to be. So takeactioncrew.com, brand new page there, by the way. There's a whole new, really cool player there that you get to go through all of the past coffee talks. You can search by topic, and it will actually find all of the incidences that we talked about, those topics, those keywords, and you can go right to those spots inside of the playlist now, which is pretty awesome. There's also a live Q&A session there that I did in, 2019 at Brand Accelerator Live. That's there for you to watch as well. All free, by the way, because I want to help you guys out, even if you aren't a paying customer. And that's okay. The whole part of really my strategy and my method is just going out there and helping people. And you'll be able to help people by, getting paying customers eventually. But you can always do a really good job if you just go out there and spread a little bit of love and just a little bit of free information. And that's what I do here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, plus on the podcast. So takeactioncrew.com. Let me know who's with me here live today. I would love to see that in the comments. And if you aren't here live, if it's your first time and you are watching the replay, let me know that it's your first time or that you're catching the replay. I'd love to see that as well. So you might be wondering, Scott, what are we going to talk about today? What do you got planned for us this morning? Well, today we're going to be talking about, and I'm going to share with you part of a lesson that I taught inside of our most recent workshop, our digital product creation fast track workshop, which, by the way, if you are watching this on November 16th, you are still able to join us live. And let me go ahead and put that up right now. If you're interested in joining us for our last live workshop for teaching this process to create your own digital product really fast, within 30 days or less, head on over to brandcreators.com/digital, and you can get all the details over there for the live workshop. Now, if you're watching this after the fact, you can still go there, because the whole idea here is to create a course, a mini training that you get to go to whenever you want to, and literally get you up to speed under 3 hours or less. And then from there, put it into action. All right. Within 24 hours. I have other fast track workshops that I'm going to be doing, and some that we've already done. The email list building fast track workshop. That's what they're specifically designed to do. So brandcreators.com/digital. But today, what we're going to be talking about, what I'm going to be sharing with you, is part of a lesson that I shared inside of that training. And the reason why is because a lot of people want to know, Scott, how do I launch, or how do I promote my digital product, or how do I promote in general? I like to use email. Okay. You guys know by now, probably, if you've been watching any of these or been joining me, I'm pretty big on email. Email, some people say it's old school. It might be, still works though, right? Like, so why not use it? And it's something that I've been doing for years. I mean, we're talking probably over 15 years now, as far as email goes, maybe even a little bit longer, but it works. But there are some things that are required. All right. And one of them is creating a well-structured promotion. We call it the profit push because it's really going after the sale. Now, let me just say before I go through this, I'm going to go through a sequence that I just wrote, by the way. I literally wrote this for one of our students inside of Brand Creators Academy who allowed me to do this. His name is Matt, by the way, and he's in the process, actually in the final stages of compiling and creating his digital product. It's going to be offered to his email list, which he's followed everything to a T inside of Brand Creators Academy. So a little shout out to Matt. And I'm going to break that down for you. I'm going to actually go through email by email, the sequencing, the spacing, when I should send, when you shouldn't send, all of that stuff. So the beginning to the very end, it's a 5-day promotion. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys that. All right. Now, before I do, I want to set this up though, before we jump in. I am assuming that if you are building a list, and if you're not, you should be, you need to be adding value to your list well in advance. Okay, well in advance of promoting. If you join my email list and immediately I'm like, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, you don't really get a good feeling, right? Like it's just, it doesn't feel good. If you walk into the store and immediately they're like, what can I sell you? What can I sell you? They know you're probably going to buy something because you're walking into a store. But in this case, when someone signs up or opts in for your lead magnet, which we've talked a lot about here on these coffee talks. And if you want to search that using our new player, you can just go there, hit that little magnifying glass, put in their lead magnet, and you'll get every instance that we've talked about lead magnets. Or you can just go through the email list building fast track workshop and you can figure out how to create a lead magnet and then a landing page and then start collecting those emails. But anyway, we're going to keep moving here. So the biggest thing though is adding value, and you can do this in a lot of different ways. It doesn't have to be like you always have to give like something like a document, or you don't have to give a PDF, or you don't have to give a video. It can literally just be the email. The email can be the free advice. If I was to email a friend and said, hey, I just came across this tip that I tried, the other day, I want to share with you. I want to give you a tip. You should try this. It's like if I was working out with my buddy, and I used to years ago with a buddy of mine, Jimmy. And if I was to email him and go, hey man, I've been trying out this new routine. I'm telling you, it works like crazy. You should try it out. What I do is I do a superset first before I do anything. Like, okay, so I'm making this stuff up. It's like that, right? So all I'm doing is I'm adding value. I'm describing what they can do in an email. Now, of course, if I have a blog that I might explain it deeper, I can send them there. If I have a YouTube channel, I can send them there. If I have a Facebook post, I can send them there. It doesn't matter. It just means that I'm giving them something and I'm not asking for anything. Okay. So that's the bottom line. We need to make sure that we have a good relationship set up with our list. So first and foremost, that's what we need to do. Okay. So let's just get that out of the way. Now, we are going to go through this. I'm going to give you guys this sequence. Before I do, though, I did want to give a little bit of some love here to the comments, see who we got here. And this is a coffee talk, guys. So I'm going to be selfish and I'm going to take a sip of coffee because this is our coffee talk. So if we were here in person at the coffee shop, which is why I created this, by the way, that's what we would be doing right now. So Karen, what's up? Karen's in the house. Says it's cold and windy. What's up, Karen? Good to see you. Always good to see you. Phil's in the house. What's up? Happy Monday. Ruth is in the house. Good morning, Scott and the RYB crew. What is up, Ruth? Happy Monday, Scott and Brand Rockers. That's got to be Octavio, by the way. I can't see his face for some reason, but he's got the rock sign there. Good morning, Derek. Atlanta in the house. What's up? Tavo. Let's see. Okay. People are saying hello to each other. Awesome. Hello, Salama. What's up? John, sunny Tampa, Florida in the house. What's up, John? Okay, cool. Derek, I'm glad that you brought this up. When will we get access for the joining of the live? Again, I did not get a link, only the paid link. Derek, you should have gotten an email already. If not, send me an email, scott@brandcreators.com. And that goes for anyone. If you've already registered for the live workshop and you attended it last week, We are doing another one tomorrow, Tuesday, November 17th at 2 p.m. Eastern time. All of our past attendees are invited back, and also anyone in the meantime that wants to join us live still can by going to brandcreators.com/digital. But Derek, you should have gotten an email, because anyone that registered, we sent out a private email to those people. So you should have gotten that. So I just want to make sure that we got your email. Whatever you signed up with, that's the one that you're going to want to use, or that you're going to want to check. And check your bulk folder, spam folder, promotions tab, all that fun stuff. But yeah, you should have already gotten it. And when will the training be available in the portal? Is it after the next live? Yes, but some of it is already there now. So if you go and log in with the link that was sent to you immediately, Derek, you should be able to access the recordings right now. But we are going to do another round tomorrow, and then we are going to take the best of the 2 days and then compile those, and then both Q&A sessions will be in the live training area as well. What's up, Kay? Good morning, crew. Cool and breezy here in Georgia. Okay, yeah, so Derek, it's tomorrow, Tuesday. Let's see. Good morning, Brand Rockers. Leo from Connecticut, what's up? All right, cool. So gave some shout outs. If you guys are joining me now and you have not dropped in the comments, go ahead and do it. That's kind of how we welcome everyone into the coffee shop. That's where we're hanging out today. All right, so cool. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to walk you through this. And again, this is like one part of what we were teaching inside, and what we do teach inside of the Digital Product Creation Fast Track Workshop. This is when we get into getting sales. There's actually 3 parts of this. There's choosing a topic for your digital product. Then from there, it's creating the digital product. And then from there, it's getting sales. There's 3 parts that we break down. This is actually in part 3, the getting sales. And this works across anything, not just the digital product, anything. All right. So here we go. Let's do it. All right. So there is my slide deck. Yes, there it is. Okay, cool. So you guys can see that. Guys, let me know if you guys can see that okay. And before I keep going here, and then I will, I'll go ahead and start going through this email promotion profit push is what we're calling it. So just let me know in the comments. Give me a thumbs up or a yes. Everything looks good. And Salam is already asking questions. Do you always do 5 promo emails? Have you ever done more than that? The answer is yes and yes. I'll break that down a little bit further here in a minute. But yes. But guys, let me know if you can see that okay. And I'm going to wait because there's a little bit of a delay. Have you ever done webinars as promo sequence? Yes. All of this stuff works. Looks good. Okay. I got a looks good. That's good. Yes, I can see. Okay. Awesome. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and let's do it. All right, here we go, guys. So we call this our email promotion profit push. Sometimes we call it a 3-day profit push. Sometimes we call it a 5-day profit push, but it's really an email promotion profit push is what we call it. And the reason why we're calling it a profit push is because the goal is to now sell our product. Okay, we've built up maybe anticipation, desire, and we've helped people and they feel good about it. And now it's an opportunity for them to buy something. Okay. And it doesn't mean we're going to be like hardcore selling. And you'll see here as I write these emails, this is my style. This is what I've done for years. Now I've learned a lot over the years, and there's a couple things here that I want to highlight. All right. So I'm just going to walk you through what this looks like. Okay. So email number 1 is always the announcement email. And again, like I said, I'm going to read through what this looks like. So number 1 is always the announcement. And a lot of people don't do this. What they'll do is they'll just send an email saying, hey, we're starting a special today, right? We need to lead up. Why do they build up Prime Day? Why do they build up Black Friday? Why do they talk about in advance Cyber Monday, or any type of promotion is usually like starting on this day, right? I mean, car dealerships do it all the time. So you always want that announcement email. Okay. And again, I'll walk you through this. So email number 2 is it's live. That's the next email. It's like, okay, I told you about it the other day. It's live. Go get it. Okay. Email number 3 is a reminder email about email number 2. And then email number 4 is on the final day is going, and you're going to see this isn't like an email every single day. There's spacing there for a reason, but on the last day, there will be 2 additional emails. Okay. There's a deadline in the AM and there's a deadline in the PM. Okay. So very, very simple structure, super easy to set up. But you do have some things there that we want to talk about as we kind of move through this promotion. All right. So let's get to it. All right. So this here is for my buddy Matt, who's in BCA, and he helps mountain bikers. Okay. That's what he does. All right. So I'm just going to read this email, but I also want to say this was sent out or will be sent out on a Thursday. And then we're going to send to the unopens on Friday. That will give them, okay, all day Thursday. It'll give them Friday. And then over the weekend, you'll get a trickle of people that are kind of falling into, they didn't open the first one, they didn't see, or they didn't see it and they seen the second one. So you get a little bit of a longer time for people to open your emails because sometimes people wait 2-3 days. Okay. So here it is. Subject line, awesome news, all caps, help for mountain bikers. Hey friends, I'm super excited today because I just finalized the ultimate maintenance guide that's been in the works for weeks. The response has been so great for the content I've been publishing, I decided to create a downloadable guide and offer it for sale. It's titled The Ultimate Mountain Bike Maintenance Guide. Save money, skip the shop, never get stranded again. But here's where I need your help. I want some early feedback before I release it to the public. I'm going to give you my loyal mountain biker community a huge discount so I can get feedback before I release it. Plus, you'll receive all updates to the guide after I receive feedback from this early release. This coming Monday, November 16th, I'll be sending you a special private link where you can get 75% off retail price. Keep an eye out for the email on Monday. Talk to you soon. Right on. Matt. P.S. Oh, and this will be for a limited time to grab your discounted copy for being one of my early readers. I can't wait for you to check it out. Smiley face. Now, guys, I literally wrote that email in probably 10 minutes. Now, how am I able to do that when, Scott, you weren't really good in school? You barely graduated. I mean, seriously, like I was a terrible student. And it wasn't because I didn't, it's not that I didn't want to learn. I just couldn't grasp a lot of things. Like my brain, it does not absorb a lot of lessons unless I actually do it. And that's not the way we were taught in school. It was always like read something and then yes, try to write it. But I just couldn't grasp it. But over the years, I've practiced and I've learned how to kind of take a lesson and apply it to myself. And it's by chunking things down. The reason why I'm saying that is because some people would look at this and go, Scott, it's easy for you. You can write email. No, it's not easy for me. It hasn't been easy for me, but I'm able to get through it. And the other thing is this is not following like an English teacher's rules and guidelines. There's a lot of rules I broke here. Number one is they're not in like set or a really well done paragraphs, right? Like they would be like, Scott, you don't have to keep breaking it up like that. No, I do, because I'm going to keep the attention of my reader when they're reading an email. So part of the structure here is keeping it scannable and keeping it easy to digest. Okay. So inside of here, I'm letting them know what's happening, but I'm not telling them that it's this hardcore promotion and I'm going to beat them over the head with it, because I'm not. But I am letting them know they're going to be getting something that no one else is getting, because I really appreciate them being a reader, okay, or someone that is following our blog or our website, okay? So this is my basic structure. This, again, this can be adapted to anything. Whatever you have, you could swipe this, okay? You could swipe this, model it, obviously change it to your market, but I've used this over and over and over again. Now I tweak it, but this is kind of like letting people know something's coming. All right. So let me just jump over here, make sure that you guys can see this. Is this good, guys? Are you guys enjoying this? Should I continue? Should I go ahead and give you guys the rest of the emails? Let me know, guys. And I'm going to take a sip of coffee here. And Salama did ask, do you always do 5-day promo emails? Have you ever done more than that? And the answer is yes, we have, but usually you want to keep them tighter. And the reason is because people's attention span, not that much, right? So we don't want to drag a promotion all the way out. Usually 3 to 5 days is what I like to do. All right, let's see here. I'm going to wait here just a second. I want to make sure that you got, yes, Scott, great info. Justin says, Justin, thank you. Anybody else want to chime in there? Let me know that everything's cool. Are you guys good? Yes, this is awesome. Keep going. All right, good. I will keep going. You guys convinced me. You twisted my arm. I will do this. All right. So let me go back over. Okay, cool. All right. So that's email number 1. Okay. Send that on a Thursday. Now, some people would say, Scott, why on a Thursday? Well, because if I'm going to do a promotion starting on Monday, I want to give enough time. Okay. So I would not do one on a Saturday. I would not do one on a Sunday, prepping people for a Monday. Saturday and Sundays, depending on your market, are generally less because, to be honest with you, people check their emails Monday through Friday more because usually they're working. It's something to get away from work for a little while. So I find Monday through Friday, I will send to the unopens on Saturdays. And sometimes on Sunday, I will do a quick little reminder to maybe a subset of my list. Someone, or, a list, a part of the list that is really, really, really interested. And the way I can tell is if you click on a link in my email, I can segment you. Okay, by that. That's another cool thing, which again, is why you want to build your own email list. And we're using ConvertKit to do ours, and it makes it super easy. And a little shameless plug, we are an affiliate for them. They will buy us you will buy us a cup of coffee if you go through our link. And you can find that by heading over to brandcreators.com/ConvertKit. And if you do go through that link, send me an email, scott@brandcreators.com, and I'll send you another little set of email promotions like this. All right. So here we go. That's email number 1. Moving on, email number 2. Now, this is going to be sent on Monday. Okay. So Monday it goes out. And another question a lot of people say is, well, Scott, what time Monday? Is there a special time? Yes, it's 10:03 a.m. Eastern time. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. In the morning is generally a good rule of thumb. I like 7 to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at the latest Eastern time. And this gives people that are Eastern time up till 9 o'clock, and it gives people Pacific time up to 6 o'clock, right? Usually 3 hours difference there. So I like to give a little bit of time there, and morning seems to be best for me. Now you can play with it. I used to send out my Friday email by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Doesn't really matter, but I would like this one here to be specifically in the morning. The other one, the one on email number 2, the one on a Thursday, you can send that a little bit later if you want, but I would just make sure that you get it out in the morning. That's what I would say. So before 10 o'clock. All right. So here we go. Subject line. It's finally here. Your mountain bike maintenance guide inside. Okay. Today's the official day to grab your copy of the brand new Ultimate Mountain Bike Maintenance Guide. Save money, skip the shop, never get stranded again. If you missed my email the other day, I'm going to give you my loyal mountain biker community a huge discount so I can get feedback before the guide is publicly released. Now, time out. Remember that last email I sent? I'm taking a good portion of that and just sending it to them again. I'm just changing the front of it. Okay? Because the details are the details, but the intro is a little bit different. Okay. So I said that. I said, if you missed my email the other day, ... Basically, here's what I said. Okay. So again, we don't have to keep writing all these individual emails. We can just kind of take an email, let people know we sent it. And you'll see here in another one that I send as a reminder email. It's very similar. So I'm going to read that one part again. I'm going to give you, my loyal mountain biker community, a huge discount so I can get feedback before the guide is publicly released. Now, again, they're going to feel special. We all feel special if we are going to get something before anyone else. Okay. So always keep that in mind. We always want to make them feel special because they are special. They're on your list. Okay. And eventually we're going to sell this to the public, and we're going to hopefully sell this thing to people that don't even know our brand exists. Okay. But right now we're trying to take care of the people that are in our community and allowing them to get early access, but also allowing us to get early feedback. Okay. So, okay. Now I go on to say, plus you'll receive all updates to the guide after I receive feedback from this early release. Grab your copy here, 75% off. This is a limited time offer and will be expiring on Friday, November 21st at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Once you download your copy and read through it, I would love your direct feedback and if there's anything you'd like added. As an early reader, you'll be getting all updates and any bonuses I include later. Can't wait for your feedback. I know this will help so many mountain bikers save money and avoid ever getting stranded on the trail again. Right on, my friend, Matt. P.S. I also included a cool checklist for making sure your mountain bike is always running at its very best. Plus, making sure you do preventative maintenance to avoid simple but costly repairs. Grab your copy here, 75% off, limited time. Okay? So, a couple things here. What I told Matt to do here is that checklist. That checklist is really his lead magnet. His lead magnet was already created. That led him to create this guide, okay? So all he's doing is he's making it an easier place for people to be able to view it once again. So it's nothing new. It's just he's saying, I'm including it there. Now, some people that are going to get the book, they've never seen the checklist. People that have had the checklist, they're going to be like, oh, that's cool. He included it there for me, so I have reference to it again, okay? So if you have a lead magnet, why not include it as a little bonus there that you're going to include it so that way there when they download it, they have it all in one spot. Just a little thing there, but it's something else that we added, okay? So again, I go back to why people would want this as well. I talk about, you don't want to be out on the trail and break down. You're also going to do some preventative maintenance. So this way here we can avoid any future costly repairs, all of that stuff. So you got to know your market too. And Matt really did a good job at asking his audience what they wanted. That's how this even came about. Okay. So Matt's in Brand Creators Academy. He's someone that's taken everything from the very beginning and followed it to a T. And now he's got a website. He's getting traffic. He's got an email list. He's got a digital asset that's driving leads. He's got now an ebook that he's going to start charging for. So it all kind of builds on itself. Now that he has an email list, guess what he gets to do? He gets to send emails like this and promote. Okay. So that's another reason why we want this stuff. All right. So send it Monday, preferably by 9 a.m. Eastern time. And then Tuesday, we're going to do the same thing, but we're just going to send to the unopens. So if you aren't familiar with sending emails to unopens, all it is usually a little button that says click to unopens. Like literally, depending on what you're using, we use ConvertKit. You click that, and then the only thing we're going to really do is just change the title just a little bit so it looks a little bit different. The only people that are going to see that are people that either scrolled by and didn't have time, or just people that never opened their email at all that day, or even, for the past day and a half. And then they see it and they're like, oh, cool. I didn't know that they were doing that. Or oh, that caught my interest. Right. So you might change it here to where instead of it saying it's finally here, it might just say, maybe something like, I'm super excited, and then brackets, and then be like, finally here, my mountain bike maintenance guide, something like that. I would just change it a little bit, but kind of the same messaging. All right. So let's move on. We're going to get into email number 3. So right now we're up to Tuesday, right? We're Tuesday of the week. We started on Monday. We're now on Tuesday. We did the unopens. Now we're on Wednesday. Now, what do we send out on Wednesday? Here it is. We're going to send this Wednesday morning, and the subject line is going to say reminder in the little brackets. Did you see this? Question mark. And then I jump in and I say, I wanted to make sure you received the last email so you don't miss out. Plus, I really want your feedback. Smiley face. I officially released my ultimate mountain bike maintenance guide, but only to you, my loyal mountain bike family. I keep saying that because I want them to feel that. Okay. I want them to know that they're part of a small group in a community. All right. Okay. So let's see here. I officially released the ultimate mountain bike maintenance guide, but only to you, my loyal mountain bike family. I put here. Okay. The idea behind the guide is to save money, skip the shop, never get stranded again. I'm giving all my loyal readers a huge discount so I can get feedback before this guide is publicly released. Plus, you'll receive all updates to the guide after I receive feedback from this early release. Grab your copy here, 75% off. This is a limited time offer and will be expiring on Friday, November 21st at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Once you download your copy and read through it, I would love your direct feedback and if there's anything you would like added. As an early reader, you'll be getting all updates and bonuses I include later. Can't wait for your feedback. I know this will help so many mountain bikers save money and avoid ever getting stranded on the trail again. Right on, my friend, Matt. P.S. And this P.S. is identical to the last one. So there's some parts there that were the same as the last email, but I bring newness to it by talking about in the very beginning, I wanted to make sure you received the last email so you don't miss out. Plus, I really want your feedback. And then boom, it's basically the same email. Okay. So we're doing that because some people, they missed it, or some people never opened, or some people did open, but they just didn't have time to go get it. Or maybe they didn't know if they wanted to get it. And this is just another reminder. Okay. So we send that on Wednesday morning, and then Thursday morning, we send to the unopened. Okay. Now moving on. This is email number 4, and this is on Friday morning. Now, Friday, we're not going to have time to send to the unopens. Okay. So Friday is going to be AM, PM. Okay. So in the morning, here's what it says. Deadline. Last day to grab your copy. Happy Friday. I wanted to send you a quick reminder about grabbing a copy of my new Ultimate Mountain Bike Maintenance Guide. If you already grabbed your copy, thank you, and can't wait to get your feedback. If you haven't yet, until 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, you can grab a copy of the guide for 75% off. Grab your copy now, Ultimate Mountain Bike Maintenance Guide. This guide was created to help our community save money and avoid ever getting stranded on the trails again. I'm super proud of what we created, and I can't wait to get your feedback and make the guide even better. As an early reader, you will get all future updates and bonuses free. I can't wait to get your feedback. Smiley face. Stay safe and ride on. Matt. P.S. I also included I did the same bonus thing there. Okay. So that's the morning email. Now, most people up to this point, they don't send this many emails, but really we only sent 1, letting people know. 2, it's now live. 3, reminder. And then 4, another reminder that it's ending. Now we're going to send 1 more. So that would be a total of 5, right? Is that right? 5 emails? Yeah, 5 emails. If I can do math here, 5 emails over the course of basically 7 or 8 days. But what makes it really, really effective too is we're able to send to the unopens for those days in between that we're not sending an email. Okay. But it seems like you're sending a lot of email, but you're really not. Okay. Now, the last day you are going to, well, I'm not going to say you are. I would advise sending 2 emails, sometimes 3. Okay. But people are like, oh my gosh, I don't want them to unsubscribe. What if they unsubscribe? Then they unsubscribe. Then they do. Up to this point, that's why it's so important. I told you, you need to provide value. Okay. You need to add value and not just promotion. The value that you've delivered up to this point should allow you and give you the goodwill in the marketplace that allows you to do this. Now, are you going to get people that go, oh my gosh, so many emails, like I don't want any part of this? Fine. Unsubscribe. It's totally fine. Okay. I'm here to serve you. This guide will help you. I know it will. If you want it, cool. If not, that's cool too. Okay. No pressure. All right. So I just want to throw that out there because some people are going to be thinking, oh my gosh, Scott, like seems like a lot of emails. It is, but it isn't, because not everyone sees your emails. Like you're going to get one person that only seen one of these emails out of this entire time. It's just the way it is. Okay. So just, that's part of the problem with a lot of people with email marketing is they feel as though they're sending too many emails. The problem is they don't send enough emails. The follow-up is huge. All right. So let's read this. Friday morning, deadline, last day to grab your copy. Happy Friday. I wanted to send you a quick reminder about grabbing a copy of my new Ultimate Mountain Bike Maintenance Guide. If you already grabbed your copy, thank you. And I can't wait to get your feedback if you haven't yet. So you see, guys, this is very similar to the last one, right? Grab your copy now, Ultimate Mountain Bike Maintenance Guide. This guide, and I go through the whole thing, right? So it's really, really the same exact email as the last one, just a little bit of a wording differently, okay? And obviously the subject line is different, okay? So now in the evening, and I would say around 6 o'clock, if your deadline is 9 o'clock, then you're going to send one like 3 to 4 hours early, okay? Or earlier, okay? So this is really important. That subject line, actually, let me go back here. Deadline is a really powerful subject line. And then last call is always a good subject line. So last call, just few hours left. Okay. I never send this many emails in a single day, but I wanted to make sure you saw this before it expires. We got to clean that up. Until 9 p.m. Eastern time, you can get a copy of the Ultimate Mountain Bike Maintenance Guide for just $5, 75% off. Grab your copy here. If you already grabbed a copy, thank you. And I'll be in touch with the finalized version after we receive all the feedback. I have some cool bonuses I'll be including that I think are going to make this an even more awesome resource for fellow mountain bikers. Thank you again for your support. Stay safe and ride on, Matt. P.S. The guide is also formatted to be read on your phone, tablet, or even printed so you have a physical copy in your garage. Grab your special copy here. End of promotion. Done. All right. So I know it seems like there's a lot there. There really isn't. There was 5 emails that I wrote, and a lot of it is just taking parts of it and just plugging it back in as reminders. That's it. The framework is pretty simple. Look how short that email is. Not much there. 2 links. I usually never send more than 2 links in a email like this because I want to have the best chance of going through any type of spam traps or anything like that because of too many links or images or any of that stuff. So I like to keep it text-based as much as possible. All right. So let me know, guys. Was that helpful? And let me go ahead and remove that, and I'll come back and let's see what we're going here. Let's see what we got going. Okay, cool. Yes, Derek, that's a good point. We have to break the academic rule to make a sale. We can't fool rules of grammar, etc. We can't. But the thing is we have to understand also that there's certain rules for like grammar. Like, yes, you want to do your best to not have spelling mistakes or errors and stuff like that. I agree with that. You can't let that hold you back though. Because let's face it, if you have a friend emailing you and they made a little bit of a grammar mistake, are you going to hold that against them? Or are you just gonna be like, oh, they were in a hurry or there was a autocorrect happened or something like that, right? So, but I think the bigger lesson here is to make sure that you come across as someone that is transparent and that also understands like how to write to someone as if it was a friend, not a company or not an English paper. All right. Let's see. Do email sequences work for workshops of all prices or webinars, or webinar is better for more expensive ones? Yeah. Okay. You can combine those. I think with what you're asking is that if you have something that's more expensive, does it require more? And the answer is yes. That's where you would have probably a longer kind of runway where you're not just going to, put this thing out there and say, here's my $1,000 course. You would probably want a webinar or some type of training that would help people. And then you would want the follow-up on the back end of that. So I've done this a lot. I don't do a lot of webinars anymore. I've started doing these paid workshops, which is kind of like a webinar, but it's actually longer and they're deeper trainings. And I like them better. But whenever I was doing a webinar, it would always be, I would get people interested in joining for 7 to 10 days. Then I would show up for the webinar, and then you would have a post-webinar promotion sequence, right? So there's kind of different phases to that. How did you launch BCA? BCA was very similar. It was kind of like a beta. And I let people know after Brand Accelerator Live that I was going to do this because the community had wanted it, which they did. They wanted to be able to have more connection with myself and Chris Schaefer throughout the year, plus the community and training. So I threw it out there and said that I was going to do a beta open, a founding members open. And as you come in, part of coming in early is you're going to get more access to us, and you're going to also help us shape it. So basically that was it. But I already built up the goodwill. I didn't launch Brand Creators Academy to cold audiences. I launched it to people who already, had the know, like, and trust, from what I've already given them. So a lot of people don't realize in anything I talked about, years ago, I launched my first digital product and I sold $12,500 worth. That was all because I also did, 3 to 4 months of just giving. And then I launched something after I found out what they wanted, and I decided to serve them with that. Right. So it does, if you're going to charge more, you definitely need to warm up your audience. And you do that by communicating through email or on Facebook or any of that stuff. So there are ways to do it like that. Do you follow specific framework for promotion emails or write them freeform every time? Pretty freeform. I will go back to some old promotions that I've done just as inspiration. So like even taking that one I just wrote, I probably went back to, something that I've done recently that would kind of like bring me back to kind of that mindset, and then I can just kind of plug and play. The other thing I've done is I went back to other promotions. So if I opened Brand Creators Academy, 3-4 months ago, I may go back to those promotional emails and I'll look at the opens, I'll look at the clicks, I'll see what resonated, and I'll just get ideas and inspiration of kind of what I did before. Guide versus course, pros and cons. Well, the course is going to take you longer unless you do the MVP method number 2, which I teach in the digital product creation workshop, which is doing a workshop kind of like a digital product creation workshop or an email list building fast track workshop, where you actually teach for just 2 or 3 hours, kind of like you were doing a workshop in person, and then you turn that into a course or a training. But if you're going to do a full-fledged course, the cons to that is it takes a lot of time. And then also you don't know if people are going to buy it until you actually put it out there. So you put all that time and effort in and you don't know if it's going to sell. This way, if you do a guide or if you do a workshop style, you can do that pretty quickly. MVP, minimum viable product, and you're not out a lot of time, money, or resources, and you get the answer quick. So that's what I would say there. Okay, I kind of answered this. How long should you provide value before offering anything? I think a minimum of like 4 weeks. Like, I think that you should. Now, does that mean that you can't do this? Now, here's a thing that a lot of people don't realize either. And we teach this inside of the digital product creation workshop. It's in the getting sales phase. If you have a lead magnet, which you should, that's converting, meaning people are coming in. You get 100 people to see your lead magnet on your landing page, and you get 40 people to put in their email address. That's 40%. That's good. Can you put a guide on the back end for $10? Yes, you absolutely can. So you're immediately selling to those people. But then even if they don't buy, you're going to then follow up with those people and give value. And one way of doing this is if you've already created a website and a blog, then you're already creating content, which you should be. And then you can email people to your blog to have them consume the content. Okay, so it all kind of works together. Helene, what's up, Helene? Extremely helpful. We'll be doing this series in the near future. Thanks. Yes, Helene, and I can't wait for you to do this. And as part of being in the BCA community, we'll help you with that. So keep writing those emails, sending them over, and on one of our office hours calls, we'll go through them again, and we'll dial them in, and we'll test. And Salma said, it's time for a sip of coffee, and you are absolutely right. All right. And then Ruth says, please, can you include this email template that we can download in the digital product training portal? Thanks. Yes, Ruth, we're doing that. So that you'll get this swipe copy that you can model for sure. Very timely. Just sent an email, your email 2 this morning to launch my digital product. Thank you. So excited and taking action. I think that's Octavio. And yes, I know that's what you're doing. And I can't wait to see what happens. Justin, nice sequence, Scott. Definitely something I can put to use. Is the file in the Academy? It will be. We're literally after tomorrow, we get done with that last workshop training, the live version. We are going to be then compiling everything and then putting that into the training portal for all Academy members to access, but then also anyone that has just purchased and joined the product creation workshop. But yes, Justin, it will be in there for sure. And you guys will all be getting access to that stuff. And then on any future calls, that's what's cool about being in the Academy. Any future calls that you want to bring something up that came from this, then we can always do that on our biweekly office hours call. So yeah, so we can totally do that. And by the way, anyone that is here that already attended the workshop for product creation workshop and the and anyone in BCA, I sent out a link, whether it's in our private group or if you are just someone that's that went through the digital product creation workshop, you should have gotten an email that you're invited to come tomorrow at no extra cost because you're in the Academy. You get everything anyway. And then anyone that has just came in and registered for the digital product creation workshop, you're invited again if you want to come back and you want to go through this training one more time, or if you want to just come in and just go through the Q&A or ask a question. We're going to basically take all of the training, make any edits that we have to do, So it's a little tighter. And then both Q&A sessions will be there too. So you'll have over 2 hours of Q&A of, from each class. So that's what we're doing there. Sal, what do you use to edit workshop from Zoom? Is it easy to move the recording to your own platform? Super easy. And all you do is you just have them record it in the cloud. Once you're done recording it in the cloud, you pull it down and now you have this giant file, but then you can just bring it in and cut it up. We use, let's see, it's ScreenFlow for Mac, or you can use Camtasia. I think Loom would probably even work. iMovie will work. And really the cool thing about that is you're breaking it up into chunks. So for the digital product creation workshop, there's actually 3 phases, right? So but then there's actually 4 chunks. So there's kind of like an overview of what to expect in the training. So that's like one part. Then phase 1 is choosing a topic. Phase 2 is creating the product. Phase 3 is getting sales. And then the last chunk is basically a wrap up and kind of your action steps. And then from there, we have the Q&A. So you see, it's very simple, very structured. And then what we do is we just chop it up so you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can just go into the getting sales portion because you've already created the product maybe. Salma, are you planning to do any more workshops this year? Yes, I am. And actually I'm curious on this one here, guys. And even if you're watching this on the replay, I'll be posting something here more on this. We're thinking about doing one on niche discovery, like how to discover your niche, whether you have no idea at all. Maybe it's just something that you might have a passion for something, or you have an interest in something and you're like, but I'm just not sure if this makes sense. So what we're thinking about doing is a workshop, a fast track workshop on niche discovery and validation. So if you guys think that would be a good one to do, let me know in the comments. That's one we're probably going to do regardless, because I think it's necessary, because if you do not get past that phase, you can't do anything else, right? That is a block in your way. It's a huge roadblock for a lot of people. So I'm thinking we would basically do a brainstorming session on how to come up with ideas for niches. Then from there, taking some niches and doing some drill downs so you can see what it looks like. Maybe even a little bit of like, what are the steps next once you validate it and kind of like put the pieces together, building your foundation with your first, few pieces of content, your email list. And then from there, maybe a digital product. So we would probably lay all that out, but it's really going to be specific for niche, like a niche selection or niche discovery. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be one that we're going to be doing. So keep an eye out for that. But I think that would be very useful. A lot of people get stuck there, and I want to take that out of the way and get rid of it. Leonardo, what time is the workshop tomorrow? 2 p.m. Eastern time. Okay. What is the next workshop that you are planning after the digital creation workshop? I'm thinking the niche drill down one, to be honest with you. And Derek, even for someone like you, it would be helpful because then you can go through your own niche and maybe even find a sub niche and then drill in there. So I think a lot of people don't understand how to do it and do it with confidence. Niche workshop would be popular. I think it would. Yes, I think niche discovery process is very important. Niche workshop should be useful. Yeah, I think so as well. All right, cool. So yeah, give me some feedback, guys, on that. And I was thinking about another one too, would be like content creation workshop. I think that would be a good one. Like, how can we show you in a very short period of time how to find your first 10 or 15 different pieces of content that you should create for your website, how to plan out your next 3, maybe 6 months worth of content. And then from there, how to get it created and then how to optimize it. So that's another workshop that we're probably going to be doing. It's just another building block in this brand building process. Well, let's see here. Let's see. Salma had one last question. Are you doing it in December? Haven't decided yet, but maybe. We've got a couple other things we gotta do here. We've got some cool things planned for Brand Creators Academy. But but all of this always gets added into the Academy anyway. So we've got some really cool things that we're working on, but I don't want to commit to that yet, but there is a good chance that we probably will be doing that. Helene says, really like the content creation workshop idea. Yeah, me too. I think that'll be fun too. I just got on. Can you please show me the link to the workshop? Yes, I can. If I get rid of the comment, you should be able to see it. There it is. brandcreators.com/digital. And is it Tina? Yeah, I think Tina. Yeah, cool. Yeah, no problem. If you have any questions on that, by the way, just drop them in the comments. But yes, we will be doing it for the last time tomorrow live. Tomorrow will be the last time that we're going to be teaching this workshop as of right now. Then it will become evergreen where you can watch it later. So if you still, if you didn't join us live and here it is, January 22nd, 2021, you can still go to brandcreators.com/digital and you will find that workshop. And then from there, you can go through it. You'll see 2 rounds of Q&A, and then you'll see that full session. Workbooks, we got workbooks there too. We got 3 different workbooks for you to go through. So to me, it's going to be the easiest way for you to get through these processes, whether it's content creation, whether it's email list building, whether it's email marketing. Like we've talked about an idea of maybe doing an email marketing workshop for writing emails, like I just shared with you, but doing a full training on just that, like how to write really good emails, whether it's promoting or whether it's just engagement, all of that stuff. So a lot of cool stuff coming. Share this with a friend though. That's what I want you to do. I want you to share this with a friend. Do that for me today. If I go to Take Action Crew, where's my little thing? Oh, there it is. TakeActionCrew.com, brand new page there. Send people there. I would say if you would do that for me, share it with one person, just one person that you're like, I think that they would get value from that. I think that that would help them. Or maybe someone's looking for a way to start their online business or grow their online business or pivot their online business. Share it with them. Tell them to go to TakeActionCrew.com. And I would love to see some new faces here. And really, we're just doing this organically. There's no paid ads or anything to promote this. So again, I really appreciate all of you showing up. And my goal here is to help you, whether you are a paid customer of mine or not, but it's a way for me to connect with you. And hey, who knows? Maybe eventually you'll want to join one of the workshops or maybe even join Brand Creators Academy. All right, guys. So have an awesome, amazing day. Take care, take action, and I'll see you guys soon. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow on the workshop. All right, guys, take care. Have a great day.